matchup, you've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 20 team in the country, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers, squaring off with another team from the Pac-12, the Utah State Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Chanticleers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Aggies offense will get the first swing of the game. And not only is this guy the energy and the engine of the offense, there's a certain charisma that he has that sort of elevates everyone around him.
He's got a moxie about him, Reese. Just seems like when he's in the huddle, he's got 10 other sets of eyeballs looking at him and believing in him to lead this offense down the field towards scoring points. This guy is a leader in every sense of the word.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Red pass, it's complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Maybe one notch of adrenaline too much on the punt there. It hits about a yard deep in the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Chanticleers offense will go to work for the first time today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one.
Makes the catch down the right side. He's off to the races. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
The best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Trying to find his man on first down. And that pass intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play. They'll start this drive from the 42. To the ground with the back. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's McCaffrey. He'll take a shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
On the move at the 30. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Chanticleers come to the line with a new set of downs. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big bag. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Unloads to the wideout. Got it! So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. The Chanticleers will hustle to the line. A first down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Coastal! They'll try to add another to their lead. Yep, it's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the two-point conversion. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that.
Off he goes! Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Wide receiver shows motion. He's looking to throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Rivera. And they pick up just a few on that completion. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats.
Utah State, 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Gray. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Utah State has it inside the 20. From the gun, running back gets to give. He breaks a tackle. Pushing ahead, a tough run, picks up 4, it's down at the 15.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Makes the catch. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Third down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, third and short, now set up in a first and goal situation.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
That is how you set the tone. First and goal, the offense set up in great position. Nice job rushing the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, getting him in the ground, and now getting him in a second down and long situation.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
They're bringing heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Smashes it between the uprights. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. Kentucky was able to come away with the win, as they have in Lexington so many times before, but not without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Here on second down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Wide out in motion. They want to run this quarterback. And the shot to clears are stopped, but not before getting the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Got his man in the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Line getting set on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
The shot that clears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming after it. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Well, this offense giveth, and then it turned around and giveth it back.
And I think a bunch of people are going to go, why don't they just turn around and hand the ball? I'm not going to hand the ball off every single play. I understand nice big play the play before, but listen, you got to mix it up. You got to keep them guessing, but you obviously want to have a little more success than a sack.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
And the shot to clear is headed quickly to the line. Looking to go up top on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. He's got an open man. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They'll run it on first and goal. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pad.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, shot to clear. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Utah State about to kick it off to open the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to...
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. And the route is on. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Chanticleers are threatening in the red zone. Trying to get to it. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
That is a nice job by the defense in a sudden change type situation. The play before, you just gave up a big completion down the field. So you got to try to stop the bleeding right away up front. The pass rush comes through for you and you create a negative play.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. He'll call for the fair catch here. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. Line gets set, first down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
They've got the screen set up. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. He gets a block. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
He's going for the big play. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Feeling some heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Each play has a life and history of its own. And you want to talk about two opposite plays. Offense grabs momentum, defense takes it back.
And the game's always like that, isn't it? It's back and forth. Sometimes they get you, sometimes you get them. Nice job by the defense being ready for the next play. Don't worry about the play before where you gave up some yards. Nice job answering and getting the tackle for a loss with the sack.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Coastal! And the pummeling has started.
It's a phenomenal effort on third down by the QB, but how about the blocking? When that play broke down, look at the receivers running routes. They all of a sudden turned around, and they went and got some blocks to help out their QB. You got to love them.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Slips through the line. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball? He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. To the air, it's McCaffrey. He caught it! That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands and get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here.
Touchdown, Chanticleer! And the stomping has commenced.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Utah State 3.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This should be the last play of the quarter. They'll throw it on 1st down. They're working that left side. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Mendez. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Utah State comes to the line with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Setting up the screen. Gets away from one. Finds some space. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a 1st down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. He's looking to throw it. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down.
Let's go!
He's looking to throw. What a snag by the defense. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. Past the 20. The 10. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing them out. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Throws toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. It's good. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with the field goal. Maybe just tweaked a little bit of their way with their fingernail. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he's going to try to return this one. He's got great speed. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. They'll throw it on 1st down. Getting some heat. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After misfiring, it's 2nd down. Off play action. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll turn it loose out to the right. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. Looking deep. Got it. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Number 3.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Makes the score. Coastal Carolina 49, Utah State 6.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. He's got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
They get to him as he throws. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the shot to clears will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Finds his tight end. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. There's so much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
They're trying to get to it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
I tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
4-2 Spider.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got it. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party with a late touchdown.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Oh, he's looking to throw. It's caught. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile on.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special.